morning, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a first year PhD student in history and African American studies at Yale, and today I'm going to take you along for a little day in my life. So I went ahead and got up this morning, took me for a walk, and actually got in the car to go pick up some coffee. I went over to Starbucks and got the shaken oat milk brown sugar espresso drink, but I also got it with cold foam on top, and it's so good. Today is my busiest day of the week. It's Thursday, so I have two classes. I have one this morning on slavery in the Atlantic world. It's primarily focused on Spanish and Portuguese Latin America and the Caribbean. Then this afternoon I have my research seminar with my advisor, and it is going to be a busy day. I've got a lot to do, and I also have a meeting this evening. Oh, also, one thing that I just completely forgot to mention is that I bought a car. I can do a video on the process of buying a car and all of the logistics of it if you want, but ultimately I just decided that I was feeling really restricted living here in New Haven. I don't really have any friends here that I hang out with, and it's just been rather isolating, and being stuck solely in this room for the whole period of my first year of my PhD. So I decided that having mobility and being able to leave when I wanted to or go to visit my friends when it's safe to was the best thing for me at this moment in time. So I used the money that I got from selling my old car and used that for the down payment on this one, and it is now parked in downtown, and it is definitely an expense that I took on, but it is so worth it. I love the car, and I already named it. I name my cars. I know some of you might think that's strange, but I'm a very sentimental person, and I like kind of forming attachments to the things in my life, and so I already named the car. Comment down below what you think it is, because I feel like it's kind of obvious what I would have named my car. But that all being said, comment down below, and let's go ahead and get into this video. I just got out of class. We had a really interesting discussion about acculturation and the influences of different religions and cultures in the Latin American context, and specifically looking at like Brazil and Haiti. So now I was gonna go take a nap and prep for my next class, but I actually really want to go get groceries. I've not gone to the grocery store in what feels like almost 2 months. Like the last time I went was directly after Liam had left, and that was in January. So yeah, it's been 2 months, and I now have a car, so I don't have to wait around to see when the zip car is ready, and I also don't have to be back within a very specific amount of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually go to the grocery store, go to Trader Joe's, pick up some necessities, and then come back and keep on working. All right, I've got a mighty large Trader Joe's haul for you all because, as I said, I haven't been in like 2 months, and I really needed a restock, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it because I know you guys love these. I got 2 of the pork and ginger soup dumplings, the frozen chicken and vegetable wonton soup. Then I got the sweet corn tamales. I picked up the cold brew coffee and boba ice cream, which I'm stoked about. It looks so good. And the best part about it is that it doesn't have dairy in it because I'm lactose intolerant, and though I do still take the lactate pills and I'm able to eat lactose, I prefer not to. I got some of the Mediterranean style hummus. It's just a staple. I also was weirdly craving clam chowder, so I got some of the New England clam chowder. The Belgian waffles, I Love having these on weekends. I haven't tried these yet, but I've seen them like on TikTok and whatnot. These are the buffalo style chicken poppers. So got that. Chocolate lava cakes are like an essential staple for my Trader Joe's runs. These are so good with vanilla ice cream. All right, bag number 2. I also went ahead and got the Everything But the Bagel seasoned kettle cooked. There is a protest going on outside my window and people keep honking in support, which I'm all for. It's just, it's very loud when you are living right above it. But really excited about these. Got some basic sourdough bread, spinach, a bunch of fresh fruit. So I got some organic strawberries, some mango chunks for snacks. I also went ahead and got some of the heirloom medley cherry tomatoes because I want to try the whole like feta dish, but I actually got goat cheese instead of feta. I got some brown sugar because mine went bad. Oatmeal, some more honey because I run through it so quickly. I got some apples, so I'll go in my fruit basket. And then we have some dried tart cherries that I like to use for my own trail mix. And then some blueberries. Okay, I got like a ton of the mochi, but in my defense, their mochi is pretty much the best I've found in terms of mochi ice cream. So I got 2 of the matcha and 2 of the chocolate peanut butter. And last but not least, oat milk. I use it every day, copious amounts of it every day, and I run through it very quickly. So that's my little Trader Joe's haul. Go ahead and put this away. I also need to go run some laundry. So today is a big school day, but also errands. So that way I can hopefully take a little bit of a break tomorrow. I've been trying to get myself Friday off. The last couple weeks I have not had Friday off because of various obligations. The launch of the Modern Horse and catching up on stuff for accepted. So I just want to get as much done as I can today so that way I don't need to worry about it, and that way I can just have a nice relaxing day off tomorrow. So we'll see if I manage to make that happen, but I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff in the fridge. Some work on my computer. I am currently working on a bunch of different ads for the Modern Horse. We're currently trying to put ads in different magazines, and I'm also working on a concept for kind of a bigger ad campaign that we're going to try to run. This is just an area that I've never really worked in. I obviously have my YouTube channel and my own social media presence, but having to run these ad campaigns and kind of watching retention and watching how email marketing works and all of those things are just things that I haven't worked with a whole lot, and working specifically on things like SEO and trying to bring in traffic is different in the way that I bring in traffic with YouTube, because though I have my own business, every client that I've had so far has either been on referral from YouTube, TikTok, or they found me on Instagram. So my way of kind of generating traction and being able to kind of market has been rather organic rather than having to kind of produce these ad campaigns. And so it's an interesting way of doing things. I've never done this before. So I am currently working on all of those and doing the email marketing and all of that stuff. And I was doing some of my reading for class today. I have my research seminar with my advisor. He's actually bringing in one of his previous advisees, who is now an assistant professor teaching history. And so we're reading her article, and then she's going to be coming to class and talking to us about the publishing process. I'm really enjoying that course. It's my favorite out of all the ones that I'm taking right now. There's only 4 of us in it, and it allows us to develop our individual projects in a more intimate environment and to kind of go over the questions that we have and the problems that we're facing and work towards writing a publishable article. It's just interesting getting to do this type of work, which I haven't really done before, and thinking not only about writing a strong, lengthy piece of literature, but also writing something that will be novel and that you can actually get published in one of these journals, thinking about where you want to publish your first article and the role that's going to play in your academic career and all of those things. And I remember having a conversation with one of my previous mentors about getting published, and he said that you need to publish as much as you can while you're in a PhD program, and I really took that advice to heart. So is interesting, like actually going through the process now and trying to figure out the way that I want to write this particular piece. And I'm currently working on revising a previous project that I worked on in undergrad, and it's taking on a slightly different dimension than it did before. It's really focusing on Black persons in Virginia who joined the British. It doesn't just include enslaved persons. There's also free people of color as well who joined the British, and the kind of crux of the argument is that it was used by enslaved persons as a way to actually reunite their families. And I'm looking specifically at like county origins and those types of things. And I just have all these ideas about how I can also add in visual elements, maps and things in order to tell this story. And it's just really, I don't know, it's just really fun and exciting to get to kind of play around with this project and thinking of the things that I could do with it. It's just really exciting. And I really love getting to talk about my research if it wasn't obvious enough already. I'm pretty wiped. I stayed up really late last night and woke up really early this morning. So I am actually gonna go take a power nap, come back, and then continue working. I have some reading for my seminar. I'm gonna go take a nap now. I had a wonderful nap that lasted a little longer than it was meant to, but now I'm here with Danielle and I'm getting some reading done for class. And Danielle thinks that she might be able to get me a vaccination appointment in Pennsylvania. Fingers crossed on that one, because the rollout plan in Connecticut's going a little slow and I likely won't have access to a vaccine until May. So if I can go visit Danielle, then I might be able to get a vaccine. So fingers crossed we can make that happen. That is the current status. I'm just sitting here drinking some tea in my Luke's mug, doing some reading. It's been a good productive day. Like, not crazy productive, but I've actually gotten a fair amount of what I wanted to get done completed. And I will check in a little while, probably after seminar, and see how it goes. Question about preparing your paper for a conference, and even more specifically for SHEAR. I have a paper that I'm hoping to present in July, and I'm just curious how you went about that process in revising and kind of compressing. Yeah. I just got out of my research seminar and it was so much fun. It's my favorite class of the week. It's with my advisor, and today we had a guest who was one of his previous students. She talked about the process of publishing and her decisions related to turning one of the research papers she wrote for a class into something that was publishable. She talked about the evolution of that project, how it became a chapter in her dissertation. It was fascinating, and we also got to ask her questions. I asked her specifically about her kind of archival methods and where she looked, how she defined search terms, and also asked her about how she transformed that paper into a conference paper. It was just really fun. I just love that class. It's a lot more talkative and it just feels kind of normal. It just feels like I'm actually getting to hang out with my peers, which I just don't feel in my other classes that are a lot larger. My other classes always feel a little awkward. I just really love this class, and I feel so inspired to go write right now. So I have a meeting for the Modern Horse, but honestly, I might actually do some reading and writing tonight just because I'm on fire. Like, I'm so excited to keep working and see what I can do with my project. And I just have so many other ideas, and oh God, it feels so good to feel inspired and excited about the work. It's just been kind of a drag not being able to talk with other people about our ideas, and my other classes are just so awkward and nobody really just kind of chats casually, and the professors are always there at the beginning of class, whereas with this one we're usually on 5 or so minutes before class even begins, and so we're just chatting and it just feels so good. And I hope that fall we will be back in person because I miss it so much, and I just had such a good class. And now I'm gonna go ahead into my meeting and do some work tonight. I'm gonna edit this vlog, put it up tomorrow for you guys. I have a video coming up that I'm really excited about that should hopefully be up by Sunday, so definitely keep an eye out for that one, especially if you are an undergrad. I have a lot of advice for you coming up, and yeah, I feel really inspired and excited, and it's just been a good day. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please remember to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.